So here it is. The current limit is set at 100 milliamps. It's reading 101 milliamps. (102 milliamps). It should have switched to constant current and be down at 100 milliamps, 103 milliamps. Now, if it continues to go real slowly like this, it will climb up to, I've seen it go to 120 milliamps. That's when I stopped it. I'm not sure how high it'll go. Sometimes if it increases faster, it'll switch to constant current mode. But it's still in constant voltage mode. It's still at 100, right now it's 103 milliamps, 104 milliamps, even though the limit is at 100 milliamps. It should be in constant current mode right now. We will allow this to continue to climb. 105 milliamps. Still constant voltage, should be in constant current. (106 milliamps). If you look at the top line where it says set, it's 2.14 volts and 100 milliamps as the set, but it's at 106 milliamps. And although it may be hard to read in the video, the CV constant voltage limit is on. So it's holding 2.12, that's roughly close to 2.14. But the milliamps is 106 milliamps, even though the limit should be 100 milliamps. And there it is at 107. It will take a while to get to 120, which is where I stopped last time, but it's currently at 107, still exceeding the 100 milliamp limit, and still in constant voltage mode when it should have switched to constant current at 100 milliamps. So we'll let it run some more. At least we'll let it go to 10% in excess of the limit. 108 milliamps. Under 9 milliamps. Still in constant voltage mode. The limit is 100 milliamps. That's the current set limit. And it's now at 110 milliamps actual. So we're exceeding the set limit by 10% at 110 milliamps actually, even though the set limit is 100 milliamps. In previous tests, I've seen it exceed the set limit of 100 by 20%. That's 120 milliamps. I don't have a tripod here, so I can't really set it down. There's 111 coming up. going to switch this. I'm going to try and position this so it is in support. Get the camera supported and see if I can get that to work. And 12 milliamps. And 13. So it has had plenty of time to detect the constant current mode is being exceeded. I have noticed that if it increases very rapidly, that the constant current detection works better. So it may switch to constant current mode if the current is increasing very rapidly. For example, if you short it, I believe it'll almost immediately switch into constant current mode. But for my purposes, I needed to be able to detect when it's exceeded and not exceed it by too much, certainly not by 20%.